This is A&B Conversation with Alexander and Bo. Today's show is brought to you by a blank white paper. Use it for all your note-taking needs.
I like it.
Okay. Today's topic, not really topic, but we are going to interview Bo here, because I don't know him. Here we go. So how old are you, Bo?
I'm 21. That's a lie. Yeah, and yeah. What, is that just an age? That's all you
Just
need?
an age, yeah.
I'm going to say 21. Give or take 10 years.
So, what is your favorite hobby? What do you like to do?
Well, I ride my bike a lot. I'm a big cyclist. I usually do, 20 to 50 miles a day, 5 days a week. I also play hockey in the winter. I usually play that 2 to 3 nights a week. I'm a goalie, so
Cool.
I enjoy that. I also enjoy golfing. I enjoy just being outdoors. I enjoy playing cards. I have a lot of hobbies. Of course, the ones I do the most are cycling and hockey.
A little bit of everything, huh?
That's true. Renaissance man,
Now here's one that everyone wants to know. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, if you're going to go with like restaurant, Little Manuals in California. It's Mexican food. Super wet bean, cheese, and rice burrito. It's as big as your head. It's covered with sauce and cheese. It's fantastic. If I go to California, I strive to get there because I love it. I grew up on it. It's in Antioch where I grew up. That's my favorite.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Almost as good as blank white paper. In high school and middle school and all that, what were some of your favorite classes?
I was always the best at math. That was my best subject. Obviously, I liked like PE. I liked playing. I always liked sports. But I took a lot of band. I was in like jazz and like a concert band. We did big concerts, and I also did marching band, and then like symphonic, like traveling and doing shows and competitions where you get graded, So I always enjoyed. So I always enjoyed. Yeah, the marching band. We did parades, and then we did competitions where you got graded on how well you did. All there was marching, there was your song choice, and then you had your auxiliary, your flags and things like that.
He was the flag thrower.
Yeah, I was not. I actually played sousaphone in the marching band, the giant tuba. I played trombone in jazz band, and I played trombone and tuba in some of the concert bands. So I enjoyed band the most. But I was really good at math, and I enjoyed science. I did not like English. I liked history, but not as much as I liked math. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, while you were growing up, who was your biggest hero?
My biggest hero growing up, huh?
Yeah.
Gosh. Wow.
I'm on the spot, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess when I was a kid, I watched a lot of football, so I would look up to like football players. The guy like Bo Jackson. He played baseball and football, and he had the name Bo. It was spelled B-O, but everybody was like, the slogan back then for like Nike or Reebok or whatever it was Bo Knows. So I used to get Bo Knows all the time. So I like that. So I looked up to a lot of football players. I guess I don't know. I'm old. I can't remember who my role models were.
B-E-A-U, Bo.
Yeah,
Right
I don't
here.
spell it B-O. I spell it V-E-A-U.
Yeah.
So
That'd be
it's a little different.
Unique.
Yeah. That's right.
So, quick, easy one. What was your hometown? I know it's in California. But
I grew up in Antioch. That's where I went to school. Elementary, junior high school. Actually born in Concord, California. But born in California all the way till I was 18, and then I moved on to college in Arizona.
Cool.
Went to Arizona State in college.
So, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you like to live?
Somewhere warm. But you know what? I'm not the kind of person that wants to just go somewhere and live. I've got about a 6-year time clock where I'm like, it's been 6 years in this spot. I want to move on. I lived in Arizona 6 years. I've actually lived here 6 years. I'm like ready to move on.
Out, yeah.
I'd like to, and we live in Wisconsin. I'm not a fan of the snow.
Yeah.
I'd like to get out of the snow. I've dealt with it for six seasons, so I'd like to get out and do something. Really, what I'd like to do is I'd like to like work for a cruise line. And then you could just live somewhere while you're not working, like an apartment or a rental or whatever, and then you'd go back on the cruise and you'd work again. So then you'd always be moving, but then you can come back and you could have like an apartment or even stay in a hotel or something until the next cruise. So I think I'd like to do something like that. But somewhere warm. I'd like to move back to California. You know, I've lived back home in a long time. I lived in Arizona, and that's nice. I don't know if I want to go back to Arizona, but I would choose it over the snow right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow's a killer. And last question. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you like to change?
I would probably change my height. Because for a guy, I'm short, I'm only 5'9". You know, all the guys are taller than me. It doesn't, you know, there are guys that are shorter than me, but they probably want to be taller too. If I had a choice to change something, I'd want to be taller. Hopefully with that comes weight, because I don't want to be the same weight and taller, I guess, you know. I'd like to stay the same kind of size, but taller. So I'd like to be like 6 foot, 6'2", somewhere in there, and maybe 190 pounds, you know, thin, svelte, still good cycling body. You know, I want to still cycle and still play hockey, but just like to be a little taller.
Okay, so that is your Get to Know Bo segment.
Thank you for having me. Maddie, you want to pop that there? Producer?
Blank white paper.